Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Jasleen Gore, and I'm a trans creator on the Guru Granth Sahib Project. We're excited to announce the release of Guru Teghbahadar Sahib's compositions and Rag Sorath. Sorath is a musical mode that is used to evoke a sense of seriousness, love, detachment, longing, and separation. There are 12 total compositions in this release, but I thought I would tell you about the one that's kind of stuck with me over the past few months, which is Sorath 2. So in the second composition, Guru Teghbahadar Sahib says, "That which was in the mind remained only in the mind. The being neither sang praises of dearest one light, nor served the pilgrimage sites. Death has grasped the being." The reason this has stuck with me so much is because I am a stubborn human with a stubborn mind, which I think is kind of a part of our conditions as we exist in the world. But I very much relate to sort of making many resolutions about what I want to address or what I want to change in my sort of behavior and even outlook. And I make those resolutions and then I just keep them in my mind. Like that which was in the mind does remain in the mind for me a lot of the time. And it doesn't come out in my actions and it doesn't come out in behavioral changes. And then there comes this question of maybe even thinking that we are involving ourselves in some sort of behavioral change, but instead we're just going through the motions, right? Like that comes in the second part of the Rahal line where the Guru is saying, we didn't even sing praises of the one light of Hari Avikungad, and we didn't serve, we didn't serve others, or we didn't serve in a way that actually involved contemplating Ikonkar. It's easy to go through the motions of what it looks like to change our behaviors and to not actually have any of the internal changes that we're seeking when we're doing the physical behavioral change. So I might go and serve others, but not be contemplating Ikonkar in any moment. So it's made me reflect a lot on both my sort of thoughts and my actions and, what I have resolved to do in comparison. And the Guru, reminds us that this world around us is temporary and that we think certain things are ours and they're not. And that if we can understand that all the things that we kind of occupy our time with and occupy our minds with, the things that we've prioritized over making behavioral changes because we keep telling ourselves we can get to it later, if we can understand that those things are temporary, then we can start to move towards actually bringing our resolutions into our actions and into our behaviors in the world. And I think, something that the Guru reminds us of is the sort of gift of these lives and the gift of this time and how it is going to run out. So we might tell ourselves oh, I'll get to those behavioral changes later. I have so much time. Life is so long, but it's not. And I think that's a theme that I really see throughout these compositions is the urgency that the Guru is giving us, while also maybe delivering some hard truths that are maybe difficult to hear, but always with compassion and always with a sense of hope that we can, one, ask for help, and two, begin, no matter how sort of late we might think it is. And that even though walking these paths can be really difficult, and even though making such giant sort of behavioral changes is difficult and requires a lot of effort, there is a sense of enjoyment to this path and to this remembrance and to the process of becoming like the one. And so I will take that away from these compositions too, this sense of enjoyment, even in great effort and even in hearing hard truths. So I hope that you all spend some time with these compositions, with the word meaning sections and the footnotes and the commentaries and the translations and transcreations. And I hope that you are able to hear some of these hard truths while also still retaining that sense of hope and that sense of compassion for yourself that the Guru shows to us. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.